Shalom, good evening. Today I like to talk about the different name of Yeshua, the confusing about how really we should call Yeshua. Is Yeshu, is Yeshua, is Yehoshua? So it's a lot of confusing about this. Confusion. Everybody knows that in the Torah, in the more Yehoshua is more in the Bible. The name Yehoshua is more common, but really Yehoshua, his name was in the beginning Hosea, and then Moses called him Yehoshua. He had him Yud. This is equal 381. This equal 391. The way you call him Yehoshua. And the average value of these two names is 386. What is Yeshua? So this is a normal name. We can say that this is a name, the name that Yeshua born with it. The parent give him this name when he born, probably not the name Yehoshua. They give him this name. Now, like we say many times, even he received this name when he born, he didn't realize the Ein in the name, because the Ein have to do with the snake, with Esav, with the body force, and it's why really we can say that in the first coming, the name that he really realizes just Yeshu. What is the gematria of the name of God? 36 plus Miriam, 316. The Ein equals 70. You see the difference have to do with the 70 years of David. Alright, so the 70 is something that have to do with the second coming, the letter Ein. In the first coming, even it is here a hint of the Ein, because like we can see, it is 300. What is the letter Shin? The letter Shin is one of the most important letters that have to do with the secret of Mashiach. Is a 21 letter, against the generation of Yitzchak, that is the 21 generation from the first man. Against the name I shall be, the name of redemption. Ekyeh, Heye, I shall be who I shall be. Alright, so we can say that all the Aleph Bet is from one Aleph to Shin. The 21 letter is the first I shall be, and the second I shall be is the letter Taf. That is just a reflection. The letter Taf represents the element of the earth.
Ground?
Yes, of the ground. Of course, the letter Tav is the last letter, but it's the Malchut, the kingdom, but it's like a reflection of the first.
The highest becomes the lowest.
It's a reflection of everything that came from up.
Above.
Alright, always the Taf, the kingdom is a reflection, it's Or Choser, it's reflection light. Reflected light. Right. So it's like another 21, so together it's 42, have to do with the 42 travels in the desert, etc. Many things that have to do with the concept of 42. It's just the Aleph Bet, really, in a way that we have 21 and 21, like we talk about the 42 generation, concept of 42 generation in the book of Lucas, from Natan to Yehoshua. We talk about this after David. Okay, so Shin equal 300, what is the Ruach Elokim, the Spirit of God, that our said that this Ruach Elokim, the Spirit of God, is the Spirit of Mashiach, equal the filling letter of the name Elokim 2 equal 300, equal Ben Avraham, son of Avraham, who is Yitzchak, equal Pachad Yitzchak, the fear we laugh. Alright, so all this equals Shin, what is 300. In the order of, in the drawing of the letter, the Shin is 4 Yud, Yud and Yud, what is 40, and if 3 Vav that together, it becomes 58, what is Chen. So this is the letter of Chen, of symmetry, of Mashiach. If you add Chen to Shin, you receive Mashiach, 358. Now, in this number we have 300, and we have 16. 16, the 16th letter is the letter Ein. So it's definitely an end that even we took the Ein is still there. Right? It's important is potentially there, because 16 is the Ein in order number. Gemia is a 16 letter in the Aleph Bet, so 16 represents the Ein, like we explained many times. Okay, so the first coming of Jesus has to do with this name, Yeshu. Now, one of the principles of Chaim that really nothing don't change. You cannot lose anything. Ani Havaya lo shaniti, me God, I didn't change, because all the creation start with a big zero. So you add something, so you take something instead all the time.
Add on the other side.
You go to the two sides. All right. All
way.
the creation is
Plus
completely symmetric, plus and minus. It's why we have Bereshit in the beginning. You have Bet, Reshit, two beginning, always the good and the bad, the
Evil,
tall,
the
darkness and the light, etc. Always two go to the Ark of Noah. Always
the paradox.
Always male and female. Everyone have his couple in the creation.
Complementary.
Okay. So before this, if we will say that he lost the Ein, it's meaning receive another Ein.
At the same time,
and this, to reveal this is the second coming, so it will be really with two Ein. That equal to the fig, like we said, that the second coming of Jesus has to do with the fig.
How much is this in Gematria, the number?
456. What is Avraham plus Yitzchak?
Very interesting.
Related to the second verse in the Torah that in order number equal Mashiach, Ele toldot Yitzchak ben Avraham, Avraham הוליד את Yitzchak. This is a generation coming out of Yitzchak, son of Avraham. Avraham give birth to Yitzchak. So this verse equal Mashiach, and it talk about Avraham and Yitzchak. And equal fig. Avraham plus Yitzchak equal Te'ena. The first coming, there was both. The first verse that equal Mashiach in order numbers, there are only two in all the Torah. The first verse that related to the first coming to the name Yeshu is Vayu Shneim Arumim. There was both naked, the man and his wife, Adam v'ishto, v'lo yitboshashu, and there was not a shame. Equal Mashiach. So we talk about the naked true, what represented by the name Yeshu, that equal Arum. The first coming is the revealing of the true 416. As a naked true, Arum, it's naked. The true is naked. It's why, from the point of view, it was not good enough. It's like a chaos revelation. It's like too much light. It's not closing. It means it's not yet a rectified appearance. It's too, when something is too
without garments.
With not closing.
Garments. Yeah.
With not Torah. With not the Tena. With not the leaf of the fig.
Leaves.
With not the leaves. with not the letter Ein that have to do with the two Ein have to do with the two eyes that have to do with the size, opening the
Sight.
eyes, of opening the eyes after we
The
eat,
eyes.
after the sin of eating the tree of fig, what is the tree of knowledge, good and evil, after opening the eyes, alright, so is something before, above the knowledge, good and evil, the first coming. It's why from the point of view of the Jewish, it was not, this coming was
didn't
not,
recognize him.
they could not accept this kind of Mashiach, this kind of redemption, alright? And it's exactly what the nation needed
Needed at that
need
time.
in this time, what is above the Torah, like Paulo said to the Christian, you are above the Torah, so you are not under the end of the Torah, you are under the end of the grace, the end of the grace. Alright, so the first coming is naked true.
Truth.
True, what is naked, it's too high, it's too much light and not enough vessel. It's always first appearance as chaos, it's the way it is. Chaos. And in this place might be a breaking of the vessel, like it's happened. And after it's a rectification. What it means, it's closing, it's the Torah, more vessel, more big vessel, so it will be not too much light. More vessel, and then this can be,
Can receive the light properly.
and then the world can receive it more easy, because it is something what we can talk about. If it is vessel, it means it's something to talk about.
That means also that like discernment, Torah, knowing good and evil.
Yes, it's to, what to
Knowledge.
talk about. It means knowledge, the tree of knowledge,
Education.
good and evil. All right, so we say the first coming is Yeshu, the second coming as a correction. If he lost the Ein, so no, he will come now with two Ein. Will come now with two Ein. That the average value of these two coming is Yeshua. So together is 2 times Yeshua.
Is there any similarity with Moses and Moshe that received twice the tables? Luchot Abrit, first and then second. It's like
Yes, it is.
first
It
coming,
is. It is
second coming,
the first time. It's always too much light. It was not yet the river that coming from the mountain.
The Luchot,
It was not
Luchot Abrit, how do you call it in
intermediate between the crown and the brain. What is the secret of the beer bin Kabbalah? Nachal novea mekor chokhmah. The 13 attribute of mercy, that it's like intermediate between the light of the crown to the reality. So it was the breaking of the vessel, the first time. It's why always the firstborn are not rectified.
How do you call the Luchot Abrit?
The table,
The table of commandments.
the commandments,
Yeah.
yes. Okay, so this is something
First
that
time and the second time.
basically the first time always is too much, and when it's too much, it can be appear in this world in a way that is cannot be
not
accepted. Okay? It's not mean that really Jesus missing anything in his first coming from himself. He came exactly the way he was supposed to come in the first time, come from in the will of God. As a prophet, that's exactly what really the world need in this time.
The nation.
So if Am Yisrael to go to exile, it means it's exactly what the world need for the correction of the world, that Am Yisrael will go to exile. It's the plan, it's part of the plan of creation. If no, we cannot really do a rectification of all the sparks that fell in the breaking of the vessel and to bring them back to holiness. Okay, so why from the first place God sent man to sin, to go to this world. Why have to go to this world? Because in this world already exists a spark of the breaking of the vessel from before. It's like from before the creation of the first man.
Oh.
Okay, so it is already a word here from the breaking of the vessel, and it's why I have to send him here to fix, to bring the spark here. So how he send him here? He cannot just punish him for nothing. All right, so he put something that experiment, a nisayon. All right, so about this we say about God that is nora alila al bnei adam. He is terrible as alila. Alila, it's like to really to plan something that really will fail, will make you fall down. All right, so this the way he do it, because this is the way of the creation have to take place. So even he knows that you are going to fail, not stand in the experiments. You have to do it because this is part of the plan of creation that will be a breaking of the vessel. Okay.
So, not just asking about the second time when Moshe receives the table.
So the first time
was okay.
The first time it was 600 letters. What is crown? Crown is too much. Keter.
600 or 620?
620 letters. What is keter? The second time he had nachal. 88 letters. That together equal 708. There was 708 letters. What is chen?
How is this connected to the commandment?
The second commandment appears with 708 letters. Now it is a nachal, the river, nachal novea mekor chokhmah. From the crown to the wisdom, it is a nachal. Is usually it's the basic one is the 8th principle of mercy, what called notzer chesed, the keeper of the grace. Have the acronym of chen, what it means grace. Notzer chesed la'alafim have the acronym of nachal. Notzer chesed la'alafim. נוצר חסד לאלפים. נחל. Alright, so now it is a nachal, it is intermediate between it is, and it is a principle. Intermediate. It is a principle of chen. Chen, it means that it is vessel to receive the light. The reflection of light in vessel is the secret of chen, secret of Hanukkah. Okay? When it is vessel to receive the light, together this become beauty. There are 8 languages for beauty in Hanukkah that all parallel to the 8 candle of Hanukkah. Okay? So this is something general, that beauty, it means that it is vessel. And the reflection of the light in the vessel, this is what makes the beauty. I talk, of course, about a true beauty. Okay, so in the second commandment, we have the concept of chen. We have the 10 commandments. Okay. The second time, it is a concept of chen. It is a concept of the nachal that start with chen, with Noach, that make the memutza, something between.
The average.
Something between, that he make it more small. It's like a tzimtzum construction, that so the light will be not big. It's like a channel that is thin. That the light,
like a filter.
Like a filter, like take all the light, the infinite, and put it through a filter, so we can
in a controlled
we
way.
can receive it in more controlled way, one by one thing by one thing, not everything in once.
Yes.
All right. So this is one of the basic principle of always the first time is too much, and because it's too much, it's no good from the point of view of Judaism. Judaism don't like too much light. It's one of the big difference between Judaism and Christianity, like we say many times, that Judaism represents vessel and Christianity represent light. So, like we say, we have Yeshu and Yeshua with two Ain, that together is Yeshua, Yeshua. Now, we can say that like Moses give to Hoshea, he give him the name Yehoshua, the priest will give to Yeshua, when will be the time, the name Yehoshua. Yehoshua, what is the same letter of Yeshua. This is Yeshua. But Yeshua, it means salvation, but salvation, to be a salvation, you have to add the head, hey. If not, it's Yeshua, it's not Yeshua. Salvation is with hey.
Is this like Abraham received also a hay, became Abraham?
It is a idea that in the beginning he was Avram and then he received a hay, so now it can be more his light. It was Avram. Av, it's like a wisdom, is a father. Ram, it means high, very high. So the point of wisdom, it was very high, so it was not yet. It was too high to be revealed in this world, so God added him the letter Hey, so it would be Avraham. The letter Hey always have to do with female, with vessel, with realization. All right, to go to detail, like every split to detail have to do with five. Hey. Like we have five finger, it's the letter Hey. Something general. He go to more to data, it means split to hay.
Asiya, Malchut.
Yes, in Malchut. In Bina too, from wisdom to Bina, you have the hay of Bina, and after in this world you have again a hay. It means hay have to do with receiving, with realization, with going to detail. Okay, so Yehoshua is the same letter of Yeshua, salvation. And this will be only when it will be in the time of the resurrection of the dead.
Resurrection.
By the way, if I put Yeshua in symmetry, if I put the name Yeshua in symmetric, in Chen Elyon, in high symmetric, Yeshua, Yeshua. Yes, I have Yud in the middle, and I put it in symmetric. Together equal 772, what is 2 times Yeshua?